Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Anubis, the gaming archer, sometimes known as the Archangel, otherwise known as the gaming messiah, the biblical beast, the best there is, best was, best there will be, the most versatile content creator out there. Hope you're all having a good ass week. Hope you're feeling good, looking, smelling good. So today I want to make a video talking about Elden Ring. Not necessarily a review yet. I'm still working on a review. Like I said before, I have a backlog of videos that I'm working on. This is a one-person show. Like, this is a small content creation channel, so this is a one-person show. So I'm doing everything myself. So it is, some things take a little bit longer than necessary, or I would say something take long because I have, you know, a lot of ambitions when it comes to the content that I make. That's not what this video is about. This video is about a lot of the feedback that I'm seeing from Elden Ring, not from Elden Ring itself, but like in terms of reviews, and it's what I expected. It's what I expected when it comes to the negativity towards the game. For those who don't play Souls games and who are new to the genre, Dark Souls 3 had a very similar launch as Elden Ring, where it was very popular, it was very hyped up, a lot of content creators were getting into it, and because of that, a lot of people who had no experience with Souls games got into Dark Souls 3. Now, some people enjoyed the hell out of that game for being their first Souls game, and some people didn't know what a Souls game was, so they hated everything about it. And the things that they hated weren't like necessarily actual negatives of the game. It was the game mechanics itself. And in my opinion, game mechanics aren't flaws, because that's how the developers intended for those mechanics to be. You know, it's not a bug, it's not a glitch. It's just that's how they designed the game. So that's not a flaw. That's just that's your subjective opinion that you don't like. And a lot of this comes from a lack of knowledge, a lack of research, and a lack of, you know, like going out there yourself and getting the information that you need to know what it is that you're playing, what it is that you pre-ordered, what it is that you bought. So I've been like seeing these videos and seeing, you know, comments on Twitter, some comments on Twitch, and people just talk about Elden Ring, and like I said, Elden Ring dealing with the exact same thing that Dark Souls 3 dealt with. A lot of people bought the game not knowing what it was that they're actually buying. They're thinking they're buying an Elder Scrolls kind of game. They're thinking they're buying a game like Dragon Age or Red Dead Redemption 2 or Kingdom Hearts or Final Fantasy or, you know, Mass Effect, Witcher. They're thinking they're buying one of these games that is generally relatively simple and easy and straightforward, a lot of hand holding. A lot of those games are hack and slash. You don't like, if you increase the difficulty in those games, obviously it becomes more than just hack and slash. But if you're playing Witcher on normal, or Dragon Age on normal, or Skyrim on normal, you don't need to use your brain at all. The game will do everything for you, and you can just hack and slash your way the entirety of those games. This is the issue with gamers just buying whatever popular game is versus knowing what they're purchasing. As I said, a lot of these reviews come off as, a lot of reviews that I've seen come off as is, I don't know what a Souls game is, but I bought a Souls game anyway. Example of this was, I saw someone say in a review that they gave Elden Ring a 1-star review, and this person said, Elden Ring has no storyline, it has no tutorial, it's an open world where you can die almost immediately and have to restart, no apparent quests or side quests, and no attraction or stickiness to the game. That's basically what this person said. I was actually reading their post as I was saying it, and you can just pick that apart. Elden Ring has no storyline. Clearly it does. This is someone who doesn't play Souls games, and he admitted that he has never played a Souls game before. Souls games do have storylines, they just don't make it like very clear in your face. They give you a lot of cryptic messages that you yourself as a player have to piece together from finding NPCs and talking to them, look at the cutscenes or any text you come across, and just piecing all that together yourself, and then giving your own opinion on what it is. If you watch videos like VodiVidia or Democracy or these other Souls content creators, everyone, you know, Ash and Hollow as well, they all tell you different things based on what they piece together from Souls content and the story that the game developers give you. And this person said there's no real tutorial. It's a tutorial. At the beginning of the game, you roll down, you know, this empty little hole, and the game gives you a tutorial where it shows you a lot of the basics of the game. It's a very, you know, detailed tutorial, and what I think is, I think this person didn't do that. I think this person went straight, you know, from where you start off at, walk through the door, and then went outside into the open world of Elden Ring without doing the actual tutorial. Unless he did do the tutorial and just didn't read any of the text that popped up on the screen, probably just like, you know, skipped all of it. It was like, it's a video game, I know how to attack. The end. And then after the fact, when he didn't know how to roll, didn't know how to use magic, didn't know how to parry, didn't know how to do all these other things other than just attack, he blamed the game on that and not himself. You know, then he says when you go into open world, you die immediately. I'm going to assume that that means he probably like faced a tree sentinel and just kept fighting it. In Souls games, it's better to just, you know, figure out, notice that you're not strong enough to be dealing with the enemy, and then go and avoid that enemy until you're ready. So if you're sitting there fighting a tree sentinel over and over and over again, that's on you. You're deciding to do that. It's an optional boss. Like, you can never fight the boss again if you don't want to, or you can wait till you level up a little bit and then come back and fight that boss. This person also says you have to immediately restart. Are you saying restart your game, or restart from like, you know, you died, now you're back at the last grace you rest at? You know, then he said there's no parent, you know, quests or side quests. There are side quests. You gotta talk to NPCs. NPCs give you side quests. This is someone who, like, again, they just didn't play any Souls games, and they don't know how Souls games work. He also said, I was anticipating an open world with vibrant NPC characters, quests, side quests, and the ability to build a level of your character without dying every 15 seconds. This is someone who is expecting an Elder Scrolls game or a Witcher game or a Dragon Age game, but is playing a Souls game. That's not the developer's fault that you expected an Elder Scrolls game. That's your fault for not looking into what Elden Ring even was. That's your fault for not looking into what a Souls game is. And that's how a lot of these 1-star reviews, these negative reviews is people who are commenting expecting these regular, you know, action RPG games, and they're not expecting a Souls game because they didn't even bother looking into what a Souls game is. Elden Ring follows a Souls formula to a T, but it's open world. Is exactly the same as every other Souls game out there, from Demon Souls to Dark Souls 3 to, you know, Sekiro to freaking Bloodborne. It follows that exact same formula to a T, with the exception being it's open world. So if you know that going in, if you look at videos, and if you've never watched a single Souls video before in your entire life, you don't know anything about Souls, that's only you as an individual to go look for information. Before you pre-order something, before you spend your money, your $60 or however much money you spend on the game, it's on you, not the developers, to go to YouTube, which has thousands of videos of people who've played Souls games, and you can watch their content. You can ask them questions. You can go to Twitch streamers who are playing Souls games, who have played Souls games, and ask them questions about the game, so you can know going in what it is you're getting into. It is up to you as an individual person to gain knowledge and to research information, not the game to just give it to you out the gate. Which they do, because just by having trailers, they're showing you what the game is. And From Software is not shy about their formula. And again, a lot of times I see these kind of comments when I see these 1-star reviews, people like complaining about Elden Ring or complaining about any Souls game. It comes off to me as, I've never played a Souls game before, so I'm just going to complain about the formula of what a Souls game is, even though that's not a flaw. The flaw is you didn't know what you were getting yourself into. You know, saying that the game doesn't have an apparent way of like showing you where to go. These games are known for lack of hand holding, which a lot of people play them. A lot of people play Souls games because they love the fact that there's not a lot of hand holding. But folks complain there isn't enough hand holding. They want to be told where to go and how to get there. They want to be told everything that to do, instead of just, this is not what these games are about. It's not. And it's not anyone's job other than yourself to get that information. And a lot of people who have that opinion will go, oh, that's an elitist take. You're being an elitist by saying these things. You're being a fanboy by saying these things. I'm not being any of those things. This is a very logical, respectful video about how you as a player are responsible for going out there and getting information before you buy a video game. It's 2022. You have all the resources at your fingertips on your phone, not even just your computer or your laptop, but even on your phone, to gain all the information that you need to know about any video game. I don't know how many videos I make on my channel or stream of games where I'm like, this game sucks because I don't know the mechanics. Zero, because every game that I play, I knew what I was getting myself into. Even when I do those videos where like the top 5 worst games of 2021, I know exactly what I was getting myself into when I played those games. I know exactly what to expect when I played Madden. You know, and it still disappointed me. And I don't blame the developers for me playing the game. I blame them for the state that those games were in. And when I say that Madden is the worst game of last year, I'm not saying that football is a bad video game. I'm saying the way that they built that game in terms of the bugs and the glitches, that's the flaw. Flaws are bugs and glitches, not the mechanics, not the formula of a given game. It'll be like saying mutations in Witcher are a bad mechanic. That's how the developers intended that to work. That's like saying supers in Destiny are a bad mechanic, but that's how the developers intended that to work. That's how the developers designed that to work. Is working as designed. If you don't like it, I mean, this game's not for you, and that's okay. People have to understand that it's okay for a game to not be for them. Not everybody has to play the exact same games. Not every game has to cater to the every single human being on this planet. It's okay for a game to be niche. It's okay for a game to be popular. It's okay for a game to just not be for you. And no, these games don't have to change up how their formula is to suit you. Their core fan base loves exactly how it is. And that's who they should cater to. They should do things to help out new players. And those new players should go out there themselves and talk to content creators and talk to their friends who play these games to get help on these games. Not, you have to change your formula because I don't want to learn. Because that's also what a lot of this is. A lot of the complaints is, I don't want to have to learn to play a video game. I want the game to just play the way every game I've ever played plays. And I didn't want to make it like, cause I don't like making overly negative videos, and I'm sorry to like have this very serious topic in the middle of the freaking week instead of like, you know, a review or something else, you know, something positive, because there's a lot going on in the world right now and people want positivity, and I just want people to be smarter. I just want people to have more knowledge themselves, and you yourself have to gain that knowledge on your own. It's no one else's job to tell you. You can ask questions, and people like me who are content creators who play these games will gladly freaking tell you. I do a live stream every Monday through Thursday, 3 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Eastern. You can follow me on Twitch below, and there's also URL on your screen right now. You can go to my stream, even if I'm not even playing a Souls game, and ask me Souls questions, and I'll give you an answer the second I see your question. Same thing here on YouTube. You ask me a question, you need tips, you need help, I'll give you an answer the second you ask it. The Souls community is actually a very good community, and they're very respectful, and will give you answers. Like, yes, there's trolls. Every game community has trolls, but most people will just give you a very respectful answer and help you out and give you any tips that you need to be better, because we want people to be in the community. We want people to enjoy themselves. We want people to have fun, and you can't gain that knowledge unless you ask. The only dumb question is a question not asked. I remember my teacher told me that in 5th grade. My 5th grade teacher told me that saying. It's a very common saying. The only bad question is a question that's not even asked. There is no dumb questions. So there's a dumb answer. There's no dumb questions. So just ask. With all I said, this video, thank you for watching. Have a good day. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Y'all be safe, be kind to one another. Being boy, I'm out. Deuces.